Hey guys, Sure Midget here. So I'm going to be doing a review video on this TLR 1 HL. So HL means high lumen, but this is the TLR 1 flashlight. So they make two different versions. One's brighter than the other. This one is the high lumen HL. So it is the brighter version. Now I have it on my P80 Glock 19. This is the main home defense weapon for me. As a pistol, I am a new gun's coming. You'll see it in a couple weeks, probably 3 or 4 weeks. I'm going to wait closer to Christmas to actually upload a YouTube video on it. But I'm going to have to take it out, test it, get some video footage, make sure it runs great. But that is the Christmas gift to myself, pretty much. And that will be, the reason why I'm mentioning it is because that will be my main home defense carbine, if you will. This is a handgun. It's going to be the same caliber. Both are 9mm. But this is on a magnet, basically on a dresser behind my bed. So this I built myself, of course. It's a P80. It's a personal made gun. So I do have a video on this, so if you want to go see it. I wasn't planning on making this my home defense weapon. I was going to use a 45 ACP, but I decided to go with this for a couple reasons. But I'll just start talking about the flashlight. So 1,000 lumens output. It uses two CR123A batteries right here. I use Trustfire. You can get them for a pretty decent price. No problem with those. It uses two of them, and it does drain the battery pretty good. Machined aluminum. It is waterproof. It does have it's programmable, so it's got a couple modes. So it does have strobe. It comes with two different mounts for different guns. Basically, I've got them rattling around in here. In fact, it comes with more than two. It looks like there's 4 of them in there, plus the one that's on the gun. So you can put it for basically a 1913 pick rail, the Glock proprietary type rails. Since this is a P80 kit, I believe I used the Picatinny mount because it's more standard, whereas the OEM Glock lowers have kind of a proprietary round system. So they come with 5 different basically rail attachments. So this will fit basically everything you could ask for, except for maybe like a USP, like H&K USPs. It says limited lifetime warranty. So whatever that means, they do have a warranty. It is made by Streamlight. So I'll give you a close view. TLR1 HL Streamlight. Now it does have up here where the barrel is, it's kind of gotten charred, if you will, because of the actual gunpowder. So you could keep rotating this and, make it black all the way around if you want. I've just left it in the same spot. But it uses a flathead to attach it. There's also some knobs there, so you can kind of get your fingers on there, but I tighten it really, really hard. So basically how I would fire it is hold it like this and push down. And when you let it go, it turns off. Now, if you use your pointer finger, but typically you would want that on your trigger. So if you're actually having to engage somebody that's busted in your house, then you can, in my case at least, push it down, bop. But if you are a lefty, theoretically, you can keep your finger on the trigger and use like your pointer finger to push up. So, and I'm not sure if they make different toggles for lefties, but it's not too hard if you're on your left hand. It works overall. If you push it down, it does stay on. And that's if you push it up on the left side. And the right side, again, is if you push it down. And it only uses 18650. It does not use any other type of batteries. I do have another Streamlight flashlight, and it uses one CR123A, and it will also use, AA? So I'm taking it off right now so you can see how the batteries go in there. I had to use a flathead. I do tighten it with the flathead. You could just use your fingers, but the recoil would loosen that up. So the flashlight mount is actually spring-loaded. All you have to do is kind of pull up. Sorry, you have to pull up on the switch here, and then it'll pop forward. And then you kind of just pull it up. And then 2 CR123As. You push it down, lock it in place, and then push forward, and that mount flips over. So you have to assist it and then click it down. So this is one of the best flashlights on the market, especially for the price. I purchased this, I think I got it off Amazon. I try to avoid to buy stuff off Amazon just because it's a billion-dollar corporation and it's not for anything that I do, but they do sell gun optics and flashlights, so those are what I buy off of there. A friend of mine is actually building a Glock 17 P80. I'm going to his house next weekend, and I probably will just post a video on Instagram. I probably won't do a video on YouTube because I won't have enough time because he lives over 2 hours away. So I'll probably do an Instagram post about the gun, you know, shooting it and, you know, everything like that. But I probably won't do a YouTube video. He is buying a Streamlight TLR 1. He's not going to be buying it until a couple weeks, closer to Christmas, because I'm going to be up there next weekend. But he's kind of on a budget, and it's his first gun. So he's doing a P80 kit. You know, it's awesome. I did 1, 2, because of my Glock 43. I even did a 3rd, but that's besides the point. I have not done a video on that. Doesn't really deserve a video. I'm kind of having problems with that one. But the Glock 19 that I did here and my Glock 43 have been fantastically reliable. And nothing's going to be different with his Glock 17 because he bought literally exactly the same parts that I did for this. The same trigger kit and the same slide kit. But it's a different slide, longer barrel, etc. So that's really all that I can think of that I should mention with this flashlight. It doesn't say anything about the actual run time. You can program this, like I said. Originally, it comes on, you turn it on. I think it's on the low setting. Maybe it's the high. I can't remember for sure. But if you click it twice, it'll go to strobe. So I switched the mode. I will mention, I forget what mode it's called. It is in the manual, but basically it's press and release. So no matter how much I, you know, spam this, it's not going to go into strobe or it's not going to change brightness. It's on the 1000 lumen all the time. And you can spam the trigger and it'll stay in the same mode. And I definitely recommend this flashlight, the Streamlight TLR 1 HL, which is high lumen. I've had this probably on here for about 600 rounds. Just so you know, and I've had 0 problems with it. I do have a Olight, a flashlight that I tried on here, and when you shoot the gun, it started going bonkers. So I just put that on a 1022 that has little to no recoil, but the recoil and the blast on the front of it with a 9mm was just too much for the Olight. You can get it for $130 shipped off of Amazon, give or take, might be $135. Shipped, depending on if you have Prime and whatnot. So, if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.